Hi there. This is about how to make a clay fish using pinch and attachments, etc. And so you need your plastic Ziploc bag so that you can lock it shut. You need clay that fits between your hands, and you need a pencil as a tool. So step one, you're going to take, and with two hands, take your ball of clay and twist it so that you have half and half. Set half aside in the bag. Number two, twist this again and set that half. So you have, and you're going to make a body from two parts, and then you're going to add other details. So first of all, you roll this between your hands like so it's sort of a ball. You then take your thumb, and you're going to be doing this with your fingers. Press in and press turn, very gently, because you're going to make your clay pinky thick everywhere. And you go round and round and round. And so once you're there, you're going to take your pencil and first gently tap so it gets flatter. So it's going to join up with the other one. And this is called scoring. And then you can set that aside and put it in your bag so it stays soft. And then you're going to do the same thing again. And so they're about the same size. Again, stick your thumb in, not all the way through, so it's sort of like this. And then you can pinch all the way around. And remember, everywhere needs to be pinky thick. And you can do it with both hands. You're feeling so that your goal is that there's this gap between your fingers. That's the size of your pinky. And everywhere it's that thick. And again, you tap it. And so this is to make an emotional fish, to just keep swimming. And so that is the purpose of this. Just keep swimming no matter what. So you have these two parts. And you should have a wrung out sponge. See, it's wet. You can tap this here, and then you're going to put this to make a clay balloon to start with, just a plain balloon. And then with your pencil, you're going to push the clay one way and then push the way back and all the way around. Back and forth, taking your time, but you're joining up the two parts. And you can go around with the side of the pencil, smoothing it out, and you've created an air pocket. So once you have the air pocket, rub it all smooth, and then with your hands, you're going to start thinking about a fish body and a feeling. And so we're going to make this what looks sort of like a potato, and we're going to make it longer. And we're just going to pat it between your hands back and forth, and trying to make one end skinny and one end long or wider. And sometimes I even will roll it on my workboard. Remember that we use workboards because dry clay is dangerous to breathe and wet clay is perfectly safe. And it's much easier to grab a wearboard or a workboard and wipe it off over the clay recycle bucket or the the clay sink. And so I have the beginning of a fish body. So I have half my clay, it's here, and we're just gonna make some parts. So part one, and we want this to get a little bit drier. So we're gonna leave our bag and put it on, actually just leave it there. So the parts of a fish are the body with a face, and then it has a fin on top, it has tail, it has fins on the side. So we need to twist and twist to pull the clay apart. And so with the wearboard, I want to start with the tail. And so I'm going to roll it into a cylinder. But I have to have it pinky thick. So I'm going to push down a little bit. And then as I'm squeezing, I'm going to pull in, push down. So it starts to make a triangle of a tail. And with your fingers, you can again make things, you have to have, pinky thick is got two purposes. You don't want it to be too thick because then it takes a longer time to dry. And then when we put it in the kiln, which is an oven that bakes it, the water boils and it can explode. And we don't want it too thin because we don't want it to break. So, and we're just doing very simple shapes. And so here comes the tail. I'm gonna set that there. Now it needs fins, so I'm gonna divide that. And I'm gonna roll a cone. So rolling it sideways. I have a cone, and then I'm gonna flatten it and flatten it so I can attach. And I'm gonna leave that piece here. So these aren't attached yet, they're just here. Again, another cone. And so this is like legs, these are like arms. And that's a little bit off, so I have to fix it. So I have this part. Maybe I'll add that over here, pulling that off, and I'll set that to this side. So I have arms, legs. Now I have to think about hairdo, or because fish have fins on top and they have fins on bottom, kind of like boats. So I'm going to divide that in half, make another cone. Now you can add more detail, but these are just the basic starting points. And you can say, okay, I want this to go higher because the face is here, or you can turn it around and then it can have a little face and it can have, you know, like that. So you get to decide. So here's the top part, and I'm just gonna set that aside. And I'm gonna pull this in half because the bottom part is smaller. Roll it between my hands first, roll it into a cone, flatten it, and I have the bottom part. And then I can make some eyes, little balls for eyes. And I can make a long skinny coil to make fish lips. And so then I can go, and it's sort of like making a heart shape. I can go like this, and you can do it this way. So now we have all the parts. And you can go, okay, how do I want this to look? So I'm gonna build the face. With my pencil, I'm gonna draw where the eyes are gonna go. I'm gonna experiment. Do I want it to have a big mouth? What is it feeling? Do I want it to feel happy? Do I want it to feel sad? Or, you know, do I want it to go like that and so it's very sad? You get to decide what is the feeling, what is the attitude? And I'm even going to, just like I pinched before, I'm gonna make this even longer because I'm starting to go, oh, you know, everybody has a bad day and you just gotta keep swimming. So here we go. I've started to make it bend. I've started to shape it. And so I'm going to draw where the lips are, like so. And I also want to open up my mouth. So I'm going to take my pencil and I'm going to pop the balloon. So it opens up like that. And then with my pencil, because you don't want to trap air in there, makes it hard to dry. You want to put the lips on. So I'm rolling like so. And I'm just making a rough draft, getting it started, because with clay, you do your starts and then you got to let the clay rest. And that's what you do in your plastic bag. So I have here, I have my eyes. I'm going to scratch that up and scratch that up and scratch this up. Touch my sponge to get it a little bit damp. Stick that on, push that in. It starts to have a face. Looks like a kind of angry fish right now, right? Maybe it's hungry. And I'm gonna push that eye, and I can refine it later, but I'm putting the parts on. So then I'm here. Do I want this to have a hairdo like this, or do I think I want to have a hairdo like that? So I'm gonna lay it here, draw with a pencil, flip it over, and again, with my pencil, go like so. With my pencil, go like so. Touch it to my sponge. Stick it on. And what I notice is that this wants to bend over a little bit, and so I'm just gonna let it and work the clay in. I'll smooth it with my finger, smooth it in. Okay, so I have fish. He still needs his bottom. So we're gonna have this. And do we want it here? Do we want it here? Do we want him to have a beard? I think I want it back here. Just keep swimming. And stick that on, do the same thing. Use my pencil, I'm rolling my pencil. Just like so. Okay, so now I have a fish body. I have the dorsal fin and the pectoral fin. And for those of you in biology, I'm thinking about a goldfish or a carp or a koi. And so I've scored here, I've scored here, and I'm gonna stick the tail on. I'm gonna roll this way, flip it, my fingers are supporting it so it doesn't fall off. I'm now starting, I notice I rest my hand on my sponge so it doesn't sit hard on the table or on your work board. Okay, so now I have a fish and it looks like this. Now, this is a very casual fish. It doesn't have any details. There's no lines. And what do I want these fins to do? Oh, fish have gills. They have to be able to breathe. They have to be able to breathe. So I'm going to draw that. So the fins go behind there. And so I can use my sponge as a place to rest. And scratch. And I can put my fins on here with my fingers. And I can make it go out. Do the same thing on the other side. And then what I'm going to do is class time will be over. And you can put your fish. Pretend I did this side. And you're going to put in your bag. and you're gonna set it very gently in the bottom of your bag. You squeeze all the air out, and you're gonna let it rest till the next class time. That way, and your name and your class period will be on the bag. Okay?